Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Distant Stitches. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's been a while. But hey, we're here today, so that's all that counts. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7.
And I'm Liz, also known as Jaded Knitter.
And you can find us pretty much everywhere under those handles. And episode 31.
Yes.
Because why does this have to shut off?
Because you're not like me who has yours set to perpetually stay on.
I thought I had mine. Sorry. Here, fix that for me.
Okay. Apparently
I'm not good with an iPad, so anytime I have a problem, it's like, Liz,
fix this. Yeah. Anyway, so you keep going.
So this is episode 31. I'd like to welcome everybody back. If you're new, hi, and well, yeah, that's all we're going to say.
Yep, let's be real.
So today is March 9th, and thank you. And what? The tech part is you or him, but he's not here and he doesn't do Apple.
Yeah.
So it's March 9th, and a lot of our snow has disappeared, but today is freezing rain. And she came out. How was the drive?
Fine.
It was fine. Yeah. It's just the amount of rain we're going to get.
Yeah, and I looked at the radar and I'm kind of sketchy on what Environment Canada has said.
Right?
This is kind of like them in the depths of like minus 40 promising us it'll be +1 in 5 days.
It's March. So one can expect anything. We could get a blizzard tomorrow.
Yep.
So anyhow, ADMINY Things. Let me get my show notes. Now that they're up. So going forward, we have decided to podcast once a month. Easier, scheduled.
Makes it easier for both of us.
Yes, let's just say that. We have a Ravelry group, which I have not been very active in.
Honestly, neither have I. So
I'm on Instagram most of the time, but my projects, and I usually put show notes and stuff in Ravelry, so you know. There's a Facebook group that, we don't really use either. But hey, let's be real. Let's start off by saying we have a coupon code by Bags by Awesome Granny, which is where I got this amazing thing. It's a bumblebee sitting on a flower, knitting. But quite honestly, I thought it was a tutu.
I know, and I know it's not, and I still see it as a tutu.
Yeah. So she has a forever discount code for us, which is Distant Stitches 20. So go on over and show her some love. Later on in the podcast, we have a bag we're going to be giving away by her that she sent us. So what's jumped off your needles?
Not a whole lot.
I know. I keep casting things on.
And see, I'm not even casting anything on. My problem is I kind of got bored with knitting. I know, it's sacrilege.
You will see. You will see.
You will.
You will see.
So I got bored with knitting, and where's my... Oh, here it is. So I picked up cross stitch again.
As one does.
As one does. So that was attempt number 1, I guess, at going back to cross stitch.
It's gorgeous.
It is. I absolutely loved it. I forget the name of the pattern. It's basically mushrooms.
We'll link it in the show notes.
By Tiny Modernist is the name of the designer.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have to get the stuff to actually mount it and wait until my walls are finished. We're in the process of painting my house right now.
Oh, you are painting?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're now painting.
That's nice.
Yes. So once the walls in the living room are painted, I can actually hang my artwork up again, which will be...
Are you going to hang the big thing that's usually behind you when we used to podcast?
Which one? Because there was a quilt in some shots. There's like...
I think it's the
pug.
No, the quilt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to hang it up again.
You'll see if you see in past episodes when we've zoomed.
Yeah, I'm sitting in a bright red chair with a bright purple quilt behind me.
It's stunning.
It is. It was made by a friend of my mother and her quilting group, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I love it. Mm-hmm. I haven't decided where it's going yet, though.
So faux, because, Squirrel.
Well, yes, sorry. That was the faux. Do you have any faux?
I do. I have 2.
I have socks. But
That's what I have, so.
Yeah. We have socks.
Socks.
They're, I think for both of us, just your standard.
Oh yeah, standard. Well, actually, yeah, these are, slow down.
You're good.
Think of the words first. I knit a tube and then I put in the other stuff. And this is Fall Symphony self-striping, and it was Arctic Crafts when she was dyeing yarn.
And
there are 2.
Yep. Completely done. These ones actually even have the ends woven in, which is impressive because I've worn socks. Like, I actually have socks in my drawer that I wear that do not have the ends woven in.
Just
in case. This was a Christmas gift from you, actually.
Yep.
And it is from Kim, Ginger Snap.
Yep.
It's not Afterthought heels in this case. These ones still have ends and do not have heels. So this is, I have no idea. We think this is Kroy?
I'm thinking that's either Regia or Kroy.
Regia, that was it. I think it's Regia. But this is Deep Stash because I was, over Christmas, sorting out my yarn and craft room and everything.
Oh, and hey!
pulling out the yarn to like put it back. Because my father basically rebuilt the closet in my craft room for me for Christmas. Yay. So I was putting all the yarn away and I found it wound, no ball band.
Just there.
And this is probably 15 years old. Because I'm fairly certain I got this before
we met.
Before we met, and while Knit Knackers, before they moved to
2010.
Oh yeah, well this is
2009, 2010.
Yeah, because this would have been before they moved to Bank. This was their original.
Oh, Jamie Street.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like.
Yeah, it's Deep Stash.
That could be.
It's possible these are getting on to 20 years old.
And then the other one I have is a sock blank. Colors aren't that great, but it is what it is. It's actually quite dark. So it's a sock blank, and I cranked it on my CSM, my circular sock machine, and then dyed it, and then put the heels in.
Those are quite nice.
This is a 60 stitch. I'm glad I got the 64 because that's quite, I did a tight gauge. But it's surprising though, when you see the sock, it's like this tiny, but yet
it fits.
It stretches.
Give you back
Fine, darling. So yeah, that's I think the only faux I have.
Yeah, I mean I've been doing, because I knit during meetings at work. So I have a multitude of like dishcloths.
I like that stitch. It's nice.
I got several literally
those the big
ones,
the big bobbins,
2 big combs from
where you used to live,
where I used to live, and I'm trying to think of the name of the
fabric store.
Yeah,
it's the everything store.
Yeah, no,
that wasn't the fabric store.
No, it's the Mill Ends one
Mill
from
Ends.
It's the guys who make Fentex. I lived in the town with their
an S.
Spin right.
See?
I lived in the same town as their factory, so they had a factory outlet, and it's got like remnants.
The cone was like
twice
the size of your head.
Oh yeah, the cone, and I have 2 of these. One in green,
#
one in
regret
cream.
not getting any. I got smaller ones, but no, I should have got the big ones.
Yeah, and apparently I brought a random faux, which is like years old now.
I need another one.
Okay, it's yours.
Thanks.
Have fun.
I use these for my mason jars.
Yeah, that's what they're for. They're meant for like to put like a mason jar in.
Thanks. As I claim it. Mine. So whips.
Yep.
Where shall we start? There's a lot of them.
We just have stuff. You can just kind of see some of it spread
I should
out.
take a picture after and just
Probably.
say, because most podcasters go through this. It's
Yeah. There's stuff everywhere. And those are not going to show up. So we'll do a picture of those two later. The yarn's quite dark. Those are the Una socks.
Lighting, it's always an issue.
Yeah.
It's from the book, isn't it?
Yeah.
The 52.
Yeah, 52 weeks of socks. I'm still puttering through that. And lovely pattern. The woman's name is Karen, and her username is Omi Knits. I do not remember what her last name is because I forgot to actually grab the book to bring, and it's not on Ravelry. I know her full name's in the book.
Yeah,
but
I have the book upstairs.
Oh, whatever.
Do I have the sock? Yeah, I have the sock book just because.
Yeah.
Not like I'm ever going to knit out of it, but you got to have it, right? It's just, everybody has it.
So I have a sock and a half. Done.
One of 3 blankets on the go. So I am knitting the DK Jelly Roll. The Jelly Roll blanket is by Kay Jones, and quite a few people, I don't know if it's in the pattern or not, but a lot of people are doing it with, okay, I'm just really struggling today. A lot of people are doing it with fingering held double. I'll get there, okay? So I have 3 strips. You're supposed to knit the strips and then connect as you knit the next one all the way up. So you're connecting and knitting. And I decided no, not doing it. Because, no. So 3 of them. And I'm on the 4th. And then Alex sent me a link to somebody who's made one of these, but then she does like a border in between and then a border on the outside. So it's just a thin border in between, and I don't mind attaching things, but I couldn't do the knit, like you're constantly having to pick up as you go. I couldn't do it. And that's on size, 4 millimeters. And a basket I got from HomeSense has all the minis, and it's whatever size minis I have. There's a lot. So that's one width, and it's just easy garter stitch. When I'm watching a movie, it's just as good as a sock almost.
Oh yeah, the back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of like sweaters and some vests and whatnot that are just round and round and round at this point.
You need that, but right now my mojo is, I don't know where it is. I think it took off into the woods. It's garter or stockinette.
Yep. Yeah, and I knit during meetings at work when I don't have to like write or present. And other than that, this would be my other. This would be the other thing I'm working on. This is also cross stitch. So that's been the other project. And yes, it does roll up because it's on a frame. But I took it off so I could show the whole thing because otherwise it's just
more portable that way, right?
And it's where's the camera? There. Oh, right. The camera's up. Duh.
Yeah.
So peacocks and pomegranates is the name of the pattern.
Peacocks and what?
So I didn't have the pattern in the room I was in because I was in my craft room when I wrote this, when I was writing our show notes. Mm-hmm. And I'm a bit of a history nerd, just a wee titch. And in Greek mythology, pomegranates are equated with pregnancy. And there's a lot of women in Greek mythology who randomly stick pomegranates down their dress and end up pregnant by a god. Mainly Zeus. 9 times out of 10, if someone's pregnant, it's Zeus's fault. Just saying. And I couldn't remember the word pomegranate.
So she wrote cross stitch. Peacock and that
Greek pregnancy fruit.
And then the other day, was it today, you were like pomegranate. And I'm like...
Yeah, I randomly in a text, I'm like, pomegranate.
Pomegranate at me.
That's the word I needed.
And now she tells me it's for the show notes, because I'm like, okay, you like pomegranates? Like, what?
I don't actually like pomegranates. They're annoying.
So another thing I have on the needles, I don't have the pattern in front of me, is the Puffle Cowl by My Yarny Corner. There will be pictures or links to our Ravelry group. She made the puffle socks, and so this was a take on that. And well, I got halfway through testing it, but I did the most part of it. So I need to finish that. But with the warm weather, it's not making me want to knit. This yarn is by Ancient Arts Yarns, and it was a yarn that Leanne sent me. I can't remember the colorway, but I'm not sure. And then this is just a random green. And it's in my little peekaboo bag that I made myself for kiddies and coffee. Let's try not to get the yarn caught in there. That's not a good thing. Yeah. Next.
That's actually all of my, like, oh, well, I mean, there's more random socks because there's multiple socks on the go. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like all of my whips at the moment.
I've got a couple more blankets. So.
Oh, yes. And
that's
then
a whip, yes.
More cross. That's up. So right now it looks like an ink blot. It will eventually, where did I put the, I don't know where I put the,
it's in front of you.
oh, there it is. It will eventually be that. So it's the crow that I'm working on right now.
The black blob that can be anything.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that, and then.
Where are these frames from?
Amazon.
Okay.
Because they're not, they have a groove inside of them, so they stick better. And then that's next up, because I'm doing actual embroidery as opposed to cross stitch as well. That's just a kit that I picked up from Michael's and put in my own thing and then put a backing on it because the kit wasn't appropriate.
Oh, yeah. So this, I don't know if you'll remember back when I wound an advent calendar with undyed yarn.
The mega cakes.
The mega cake. So I made 4 of these to make a garter blanket. And so this is what I have left of the first one. I'm on the last color. Yeah, I'm on the last color because there are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be rainbow-esque. And then this is the next cake. So I have 2 more after this, but it's easy. Now I know where my 6mm needles went. So it'll take some time, but easy peasy.
Yep.
That's what we like.
As of our next episode, I will have a blanket on the needles as well, because I'm going to be knitting a baby blanket in feather and fan, which anyone
you said that, I cringed.
Anyone who's watched this show for any amount of time knows there are 2 things I do not knit. Well, 3 things. But 2 things that I do not knit. Baby blankets,
feather
blankets
and fan.
in general, and feather and fan. And slippers being the third. Like
don't.
those Ventex.
Feather and fan?
Slipper. Yeah.
No.
But I'm doing it for a very good friend of mine for her niece's baby.
Oh.
And yeah. She's pretty much the only person I will knit feather and fan for because she adores the pattern. So I've knit her a couple of things in it. All baby blankets. She's the only person who's ever gotten a baby blanket out of me. And this will be the 3rd one.
Yeah, well, if you've done it before.
Yep.
This is the toe of the sock, obviously. And this is Kroy. And I'm having to knit this on 3mm because when I did the 2.75 that I usually do for hubby, it was like an iron plate. It was very dense and it was hurting my hands. So I decided to do it on a 3mm, and I've just gotten started. And that's not the right green, but you'll see I may have a 3D printer and have made a few things. So obviously birthday's coming, so she needed one of those. I hate that sound. So yeah. So, oh, sorry for those ears. For those of you were curious. And then I also made some of these. I sent my first one to Alex, and so you put your yarn on there. Basically, you have to take the clip off to do so because otherwise,
And walk and knit.
And you put it together, and it's very lightweight. You clip whatever kind of keychain you want, and you're good to go. So I made a few of those. What is it? I need more whips on my, where am I? Okay. So this is my, did I show the scrap wrap already?
Yes. I think so.
I showed it to you.
Oh.
I don't think I showed it to you. 12 cakes of yarn. Put into four yarns in each ball, which were mega, so I separated them. So I have 4 of each color. That's like greens and browns and whites and blues, and then this reminds me of a bumblebee. And I'm making, I think I told you, but not the viewers. Anyway, this was the scrap wrap. If I've shown you, well, just ignore that, okay? And it's knit one in the below and purl. And it's going to be a blanket. So that's 12 skeins of yarn that I've caked up, which will be 4,800 yards when I'm done. That makes me feel really good. And it's easy knitting.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Whips.
Yep. I think that's it as far as whips go.
Yep.
I'm just gonna.
Oh no, I had that one other thing here that I need to finish because I got this in 2019. Sorry for the glare. And this is a needlepoint kit, and I was on the cruise for my 50th birthday. So it needs to get finished. It's almost done. So hopefully in a month I'll have it finished. There, now I'm done. Yeah.
Oops. Too far, too far. So we're doing...
My brain's going, that wasn't there like before. You typing as we're sitting here?
No. I was typing before we started.
Okay. We share the show notes on the drive, so it's like,
It's hilarious because we'll sit there and I can sit there and watch Sue type, and she'll do the same thing to me, so it amuses me. It's the small things.
It doesn't take a lot.
It really doesn't. Let's be real. So stash acquisitions.
Do you want to do the cowl first?
Sure.
So we have a knit along going that we mentioned before the new year. And we've paired up with Bente from Arctic Crafts and Alex from My Yarny Corner. And it is a Shop the Stash mal. Does not matter what the stash is. Fabric for sewing, weaving, knitting, crocheting, embroidery. It doesn't matter. You have stash, you use it. And the only kind of rule, and like really are we going to check, is that it needs to be, 50% needs to be before the 1st of January, but I'm not going to be going over.
50% of whatever you're using needs to have been bought before the 1st of January. Yeah. Fill in the extra words in there.
Ours has words. And we would like to do the first quarterly prize draw. And we have 2 things. We have this beautiful mini set from Ginger Snap, which I don't think you want my hair with it, that Kim very lovingly sent to us. And the other one will be a pattern. Now, this is only on Instagram, and the hashtag is ShopTheStashMal2024. So that means I have to go on Instagram and find the hashtag to do it. Just give me a second. Shop the stash.
These are the kind of things that I leave to her because I have no idea how to.
So, 100 plus posts. So how do we pick this? Do we just... Bente said what she did is she just scrolled and then stopped it. So I'll scroll and you just stop it whenever you want. Oops. There's more than 100. Where are they going? Oh, they're not loaded. Okay, give me a sec. It's professional.
Yep.
Okay. This one.
Middle purple one.
This one?
Yes.
Look who it is. So, this is the winner of the Ginger Snap yarn. and it's our friend Nina, who is Ine, and she knit first high desert sock done and woven in. So you don't have to finish it, so obviously it doesn't matter. And you're the winner. So I have your information, Nina, so you don't need to send it to me. All right, now let's scroll even more. So, all right, you ready?
The colored one.
Okay, this one, that's me.
Oh, okay, well, never mind.
No, can't have me, so do it again.
That one.
This one?
Okay, you can't win twice.
You can't win twice, Nina. Sorry. She's really doing that hashtag, isn't she?
Those ones. Is that Nina again? Or is that you?
No, it's not me. It's Nina again. So obviously she's doing the hashtag. Let's try this again. Oops. No.
Okay, is that Nina? Okay, Nina.
That
Really?
was her too?
Yeah, that was her too.
Jeez.
There we go.
It's not Nina?
That's not Nina.
How many did we pick? 5?
Something like that.
You're only getting one prize, Nina. The other one is Frankie's Knits and Hobby Silly Sock Yarn. Aren't those cool? So you will win a pattern of your choice up to, what do we usually do?
10 US.
$10 US. So you can send me a message on Ravelry, Crafty Knitter 7, and tell me what pattern you want, and we'll get that to you.
Or send it to me.
Jaded Knitter.
Yeah, Jaded Knitter, Ravelry, or Instagram. I'm good either way.
Somebody.
Yeah, send it to one of us.
Oh, that was hilarious. That was just hilarious. You've got really good luck, Nina. So that was that. Now it is, do you want to announce these and then do stash?
Sure.
Okay. So these are just giveaways in general. One of them is a bag from Darlene by Bags by Awesome Granny, which you can get a 20% off if you use the code DistanceStitches20. And look at that.
Yeah, I'm kind of... I had actually seen it in her shop and debated ordering it, and then I didn't get a chance to. And
yeah, well, this is like... It's me. And this is going to be my stitch marker I'm using later. So this is one prize. The inside is white. And... Oops. That's her label if it focuses. Probably not. And the other is a skein of yarn that Amanda from Sweet Skein of Mine sent a little while ago. And it is the Spring Fling colorway. And it's this gorgeous skein of yarn. Look at that. So I did put a, I did put a thing, didn't I? Giveaway. There was something, I swear I put something for a giveaway. I did. There. Prompt for both of these. And then we'll do it on YouTube. It'll be easier. Because if we use a prompt and a specific word, then I can go search for them. So the prompt would be, tell us your favorite thing about spring. Use the word spring in your comment, and that will enable us to do a comment search and pick the winners for in a month when we podcast.
Yep.
There. Now we can do stash.
I just realized I forgot, because we both got the stuff from Amaranth, and I forgot mine.
Yours is pretty close to mine, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we both have this, and we went to Fabrications, and there was trunk show, right? That's what you call those?
Yep.
Amaranth Fibers was having a trunk show, and neither of us had ever heard of them. So we both got a kit, and it's called Sock and Roll. So that's the label.
And it's squishy goodness.
Mm-hmm. Did we need it?
No.
No. Did we want it?
Yes.
I wasn't going to get any until she took the only kit that was there that I thought I would like, and so she made me a kit. She just put a kit together.
Here, give me...
You have bigger hands than I do.
I do, actually.
Yeah. So that's a kit. It's going to become a t-shirt. Maybe this is kind of like a wine color.
Yeah.
I'll put pictures in. So we both got that from there. And there's stuff everywhere.
There is.
There it is. I got this at the same time when I was there, so I did sneak peeks on Instagram. You should let me know if you like the sneak peeks of what was to come. That is called a embroidery stitch sampler, and so it's in a little thing. I haven't started it yet because I don't know how to embroider.
I might be a bad influence.
What is it Sean said? If Leanne's going to jump off the bridge, are you going to jump? I'm like, is that even a question?
Whee!
Because, you know, Leanne has it, I need to have it. Liz has it, I need to have it. Is it. What? What kind of a question is that? It's not a question. What else I got when we were at Wool Time?
Yeah, that was Wool Time.
So this, which is all 4 patterns, which makes me very happy. And
that one's cross stitch.
Mm-hmm. Cross stitch. And then I've barely started this one, which everything will be linked in the show notes, so you can see I barely started it. Do you like my Minions grime keeper?
Grime guard?
Grime guard. Yeah. You got me that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So there might be a theme.
Just possibly.
Just, you know, there's just possibly a theme. So there's that. Okay, maybe I should get 2 stems. I think so. And then I've only got one last thing, but you can go first.
Yeah. And Kim had these from Ginger Snap That. She's had a couple of them up on Instagram now. They're, she's had bags that are custom fabrics.
Oh my God.
And this one, it's Snakes and Moons, and I absolutely adore it. And it bonus yarn, which is really not, the darks are not showing up.
No, they're not.
It's unfortunately, it's a really, really cloudy day here.
Yeah.
It's raining. So
I didn't want to set up a light. So pictures will be enabled. Make sure you send me pictures and I do all that
okay.
stuff.
We'll take pictures before I leave.
Can I? Yarn? What yarn?
Uh-huh. Yeah, don't worry. I know who will go down your shirt. We're at Sue's house, so her husband's downstairs, so.
He'll go down and get it if he has to.
Yep.
Rude. What else do you got? Those look nice. I can't wait to.
And then I have, because I'm on an embroidery kick, I have bought embroidery books.
Chapters is your friend.
Chapters is my friend. I spent quite a while sitting in Chapters, going through their knitting section to find the embroidery books.
They're all mixed up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but then you want to leaf through them because you want to...
Oh, yeah.
If you're spending that kind of money, you want to want what's inside.
Yeah. And I found them, actually, I looked them all up on their website, so I knew what the books looked like because I already knew that the crafting section was a hot mess.
It depends which one you go to. Did you go to one near your house?
Yeah.
Hot mess.
Hot mess. So this one's just, it's a dictionary of stitches, which me likey. And then this one is
Oh, wow. Oh.
more patterns. And this one is full patterns. So it's got all of the different...
That shows you a lot.
Oh, yeah. It's got all of the different ones in it. And like it tells you what to use, what flosses and everything. I actually started this one on the front because I want to do a bunch of plant ones to go in my sunroom. And there's one in there that's eventually going to be for Sue.
Just the feel of the book.
And I had started it and I didn't like how it turned out, so I'm redoing it. And then the other thing I have a thing for William Morris.
You don't say?
And
if you know, you know.
Yeah. And I have a thing for his designs, and that whole genre, we'll say. William Morris, his best known works are actually patterned wallpapers. So if you've seen any pictures of older English, because he's British, English stately homes, or the halls of Parliament in Britain, not in Canada, the wallpapers, those are William Morris prints from like...
I'm thinking that...
Yeah, that's the one she wants.
That's the one I want.
But a lot of the ones I actually really love, I found out were by his daughter. And this is entire book on May Morris. And it's very hard to get accurate information as to which ones were hers and which ones were his.
Really?
Because she continued after his death. But this is all in like the late Victorian into the Edwardian period, where women didn't really get much credit. So this book is...
Actually has her name on it.
Has her name on it. This one's done by the V&A, the Victoria and Albert Museum in Britain. So I'm going with they probably know what they're talking about on it.
You know where to find the good stuff.
Yeah. So this I picked up, and it's got all kinds of like stuff in it. And her designs, and she did a lot of other things, because she did a lot of actual embroidery. That was kind of her thing. And yeah.
Because that was, what women did, unfortunately.
She actually did a lot of work for the arts and crafts movement as well.
Cool. And the other piece of stash I have, and I'm very proud to say that this is my friend Julianne Leboutier, who is Julianne Knitter and Twin Stitches Designs, has published a book. And I got the book. I bought it.
Sock. I found my sock.
Okay.
But I lost it for a while.
I got it signed, so I decided not to go on Amazon. I got it signed, and it came with 3 minis from Camp Fiber Yarns, which are really cute. It had a bookmark too, but, well, that's nowhere to be found. So this is a great, great book. And she kept it secret. None of us knew. I was in her Patreon, and I'm in her, it's called Mighty Networks. They transferred over to a different platform. And she didn't even whisper to any of us that something was happening. I'm trying to find my favorite pattern because I showed you earlier. The Waiting for Snowfall. Can you see that okay?
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of my favorite patterns. There are some in here that she had already published. I have most of her sock patterns, but what a great way to support someone who's local, Canadian, and a friend. It's just amazing. I watched the video on her getting the boxes, and I think it was just like... Oh, yeah. I could feel the joy. Like, can you even, like, she even has those, the poster board things on her wall of the pictures, and it's pretty amazing. So congratulations, Julianne. This is a gorgeous book, and I can't wait to dive into it.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to have to pick one up. And then I think that's pretty much everything other than...
Yep.
And he's not going to show up.
Oh my God, he's blue. I'm blue. Da, dee, da, da, da.
He's actually purple.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? The OGs know color is not our thing.
No.
Oh
it's
my.
Not. It's really blue.
Oh, he has eyes. Okay.
He has eyes. He has eyes.
Oh.
This is from our friend Sarah, who came up to visit me and helped me put my craft room together. She was helping me put IKEA furniture back together last weekend.
Oh, it's the way the stitches
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's brilliant the way they're put together. She literally crocheted, because these are all crocheted. She crocheted this for me in an evening.
She loves her crochet toys.
Oh, yeah. And this is my emotional support octopus. So some people have emotional support chickens. I have an emotional support octopus.
I'm in the midst of making a chicken.
Yeah. And he actually sits on top of a darning egg that I have in my my carousel of like pens and stuff. I have a darning, for some reason, I don't actually know why, stuck in the top. So he sits on top of that.
It sits.
Pretty much. While I'm at work. And yes, he is my emotional support octopus. So
that's hilarious. So once again, don't forget to comment below
Yes.
what's your favorite thing about spring. To win one or the other, go buy your own, lady. Do I need to buy you one for your birthday? I tell you sometimes. And we will choose the winners for those. And Nina, this is yours. And the person who won the pattern, I should probably screenshot that so I know who it is. Because, you know,
Possibly.
we're professionals here.
Who's
There it
the
is.
rainbow
Frankie's
sauce?
Knits.
Frankie's
I'm gonna,
Knits, yes.
because as soon as I scrolled, there was more Nina patterns.
Of course.
Nina, 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 Nina. Frankie's Knits. Frankie's Knits. Nina. Anyway, it's a good hashtag, and I think both Bente and Alex will be choosing patterns prizes soon, because Alex has gone to do the once per month as well, because everything is busy in the shop and designing and all that other stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Got anything else?
Nope. That's it.
No more chatter?
Nope.
No more chatter. So, we will see you in 1 month. And as I did for the last couple weeks, I will send some teasers just so you know what's coming, what we're knitting, or you can't really see what it is. But I think the intrigue, I think people like them. And yeah, so we'll see you next month for episode 32. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient with us. And something's going on over there. She dropped a stitch. And yeah, happy knitting. We will see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.